spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Buffalo's long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's McClain. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Shoot, quick toss to the right. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They're coming off a national championship win last year, but you got to think this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, David.
And it's hard to do, but you got...
There he goes! And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Lewis to throw. Finds the tight end. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Florida State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He breaks the tackle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Daniels. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Running through contact. Touchdown, Seminoles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lewis wants to pass. He's got him. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Just keep slinging it. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is in the air. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Daniels. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Seminoles racing to the line in a hurry up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete despite serious arm strength shown there.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Noles! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Buffalo's hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To throw. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. He showed his ability to shed tackles, but good night. The defense just kept flying to him.
And that's what you're supposed to do. Defensively, you fly to the football. As soon as you see that thing thrown, I got to break on the football and not assume somebody else is going to make the tackle. And they did a good job because several guys missed, but they just kept giving great effort and forcing the 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He'll get rid of it. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida State.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Lewis wants to pass. Got a man. It's Morrison. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Lewis to throw. Right on the money. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those old linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Noles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with it.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Riker. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, trying to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Finds a tight end. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Oh, it's reverse. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Michigan is running away with this one thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 31 over South Alabama. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying play action. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Lewis to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The give on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A third and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Trying to punch it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
And the D does it again. Like, I feel like it's a repeat. You can play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll go to the ground. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one.